Imagine this. You spent years building your career, climbing up that ladder one rung at a time. Early mornings, late nights, countless flights, all leading to that prized title of CEO. I had it. I was there. And then at the age of almost 50, it all came crashing down. I was made redundant due to a merger. It's something that's happened to a lot of people in my industry over the last few years. It just never happened to me. Losing my job wasn't just a career blow, it was an identity crisis. Suddenly I wasn't the CEO anymore and I felt I'd let everyone down, especially my family. The weight of guilt was unbearable and every financial commitment loomed like a storm cloud. In my head, I went from having a job and security to being homeless in a very short time. One evening, scrolling aimlessly online, as one does, I stumbled upon an ad for a volunteering program. It was about empowering women in India. And something about it struck me, whether it was the thought of doing something radically different or the few glasses of wine I'd had with my dinner that night. Whatever it was, I clicked apply. And then I got accepted. And this is where the real journey began. Before I even stepped foot in India, I went to the payment page, because you have to pay to volunteer. I went to that page not once, not twice, but 7 times, hovering over pay, paralyzed by doubts. Could I afford to? What would people think? Could I afford not to? My daughter witnessed these hesitations, and in the end, it was her, "Just do it, Mum," that finally made me press the button. So by the end of April, just 28 days after losing my job, I was on a plane to Kerala in South India with nothing but my backpack and no expectations whatsoever. The program, Empowering Women, was really a program around creating content and topics for these women to broaden their conversational skills. And it brought together women from all walks of life, educated, uneducated, 18-year-olds, 65-year-olds, mothers, daughters, and grandmothers. And though the focus was around empowerment, what the program really offered was something far more powerful, a space. It wasn't a classroom, but a safe space to share. And in that sharing, we all became richer. In one of our classes, we asked the women, "What is your biggest dream?" And one of the women, a young mother of 4, proudly proclaimed that her biggest dream was to be on a plane in a window seat. And it was eye-opening to me that something I, due to work travels, hated, being on a plane in a window seat, was her biggest dream. And it really put everything into perspective. Another day, we'd asked the women if they were comfortable with the ask to go back home and ask the man with the most authority in their household to write them a letter telling them what they meant to them and the household. And we gave them these little origami envelopes to bring back. And we didn't expect much back. However, the response the next day was overwhelming. They all, some nervous, some confident, but all very proud, stood up and read these letters out loud. And I can't describe the feeling and power that lies in listening to these women, often taken for granted and often overworked. And in listening to their laughter and their dreams, I realized how much strength lies in simply being heard. I went there thinking I would empower them. But in the end, I'm the one who came back empowered. In teaching them things around empowerment, such as self-worth, self-care, confidence, I didn't realize that what I was talking about every day also landed within myself. And that was the biggest change. In teaching them, I was taught to. I returned with more clarity about the next steps in my life. I came back calmer, more mindful, which allowed me to make more conscious choices, especially around what I didn't want to do next. So I stepped down as being a CEO and took a job just as a managing director on paper, stepped down, and it's made me financially poorer, but in many other ways, emotionally, mentally, and physically, I'm so much richer. And doing this with absolutely no expectations changed me for the better. My daughter's nudge gave me the courage to take a leap. And if you let curiosity guide you, the unknown stops becoming something to fear, but becomes something to explore. My trip was unknown, but so was my future. And instead of being scared of it and of what it held, I became comfortable with the uncertainty and trusted myself. So, if you're standing at a crossroads, whether you're 17 or 50, wondering if it's too late or if you're too stuck, let me tell you this, it's never too late. Take the leap. You might come back lighter, braver, and with a richer understanding of what truly matters. Thank you.